without further ado, our bracket picks for the 2026 year. And Jordan, how you doing today, by the way? I have power and I'm home. We'll start in... Oh shit, what is this region that Ohio State's in? The East! Starting Ohio State and Duke's. Duke against 16 seed Siena. You guys can't read that. That probably looks bad. Duke wins. Moving on to the 8-9 matchup, Ohio State TCU. This will come as no shock. I am picking Ohio State. Bruce Thornton will power the Buckeyes to 1 tournament win. Number 5, St. John's, taking on number 12, Northern Iowa. St. John's murdered. And I mean murdered. Yeah, that's weird that you had to do it on the app. St. John's murdered. And I mean murdered UConn. Kansas and Cal Baptist. I want to pick Cal Baptist because I don't know if Darren Peterson's going to play this game. He's not listed on the injury report. Oh, fuck that. Yeah. I knew when you guys actually opened up it was going to be terrible. That's brutal. I'm sorry, man. Like, I want to pick Cal Baptist because I just don't know if Darren Peterson's going to play. But even with all that, I can't pick Cal Baptist. Give me Kansas. Rolling on through the East. Number 6, Louisville. Number 11, South Florida. This is one of the ones I don't know. This is a game to watch right here. I agree. Exactly. The Cardinals could be on upset watch. Screw it. You're talking me into taking South Florida, Caleb. Michigan State at North Dakota. Or North Dakota State, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, it's even worse for a cat. I get, like, yeah, legally you have to keep a dog up to date. But we've had a once in a lifetime, which happened to be a second in a lifetime, state of emergency. Here in northern Michigan. Like, it got so bad, like I was saying at the start of stream, I had to evacuate my house, which is why I'm getting this up so late. I didn't know if I was going to get this ready in time for brackets. Life-threatening, yeah. I'm sure one of the worst. It was so bad that state police and sheriffs weren't even going out on the road. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, like I said, I just got power back a little bit ago. I just got, like, we just got home. Like, we've only been home for maybe 3 hours. House call euthanasia was less pissed. That's absurd. Yeah, and like I said, like, obviously, I said at the start of stream too, there's people who had it worse than me. Someone's house literally fucking exploded. someone's house exploded. Back to this. Give me Michigan State. They're gonna struggle because they haven't played in nearly a week. It happened. Like, us having to go to my mom's boss's fucking hunting camp an hour south of town just because he's so wildly rich and has a hunting camp and a dedicated generator to it. And by the way, it was not a hunting camp, it was just a house out in the woods where he hunts. It's usually a meth house. This one was not a meth house. Yeah. But that's just how bad it was. We had to. I mean, when we evacuated, when we had to leave the house yesterday, when we finally had to make the call to leave, it wasn't terrible because we left yesterday. I've obviously been doing a very bad job keeping people up to date. I think Ash and Jordan were the only ones who knew really that we were gonna have to leave. That Mom and I were gonna have to leave. Yesterday it wasn't terrible. Yesterday was at least a bearable day. But yeah, we had to drive almost an hour because it was, when we finally made the decision to leave the house, it was 39 degrees inside. And when we finally made the call to pack the dogs up and everything and just up and leave, it was bad. We had to. Moving on, UCLA at UCF. UCF in the 7-10 matchup. The 10 seed's going to win here. Big Ten teams tend to struggle in the tournament. I think UCLA will be one of those Big Ten teams that drops out early. I know, obviously, I have two Big Ten teams in Ohio State and Michigan State advancing. I just don't think UCLA is good enough. And don't get me wrong, UCF's not a great team. But UCLA, I just don't think is good enough to be one of those Big Ten teams that can overcome the complete difference in officiating from Big Ten play to non-Big Ten play. And rounding out the East, we have UConn and Furman. This is an easy one. UConn wins. Moving over to the West. What Big Ten officiating? Bad. Arizona and LIU. Who the fuck is LIU? The Sharks. I want to check Miami and SMU real quick so I don't have a chat open. Arizona, that's an easy one. Miami's still up 10. Both teams in the double bonus. Make it 9. Villanova at Utah State. I would normally say Villanova's a lock. And I still want to lean that way. But they've been so inconsistent. Usually I love picking Big East teams. I just don't know if I can. Give me Utah State here. Moving on. A 5-12 matchup. I don't even know the other 5-12s. Texas Tech at Akron, and then Vanderbilt at McNeese. Ooh. Wisconsin and High Point. I'm sorry, Wisconsin fans. Big Ten officiating changes. Wisconsin is also a very streaky team. I think this will be one of your 5-12 matchups. I think this has probably your second best in terms of a 5-12 matchup upset. I could be wrong, completely off base, and then look like an idiot. But we're gonna go there. Just again, Big 12 or Big 10 officiating is just so different from the NCAA tournament and everybody but the Big 10. Moving on, Arkansas and Hawaii. 4-seed Arkansas is going to win this game. I normally don't mind a 4-13 upset here and there. I just think this Calipari team is going to beat Hawaii. Number 6, BYU plays number 11 Texas in a Big 12 SEC matchup. Texas ain't good. BYU's all right. Give me the Mormons. This is a matchup. This is a matchup. Gonzaga. Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State might lose by 40. When is this game being played? CBS isn't telling me. Miami at Missouri, or Miami and Missouri 7-10 matchup. Both of these teams suck. I don't want to watch either of these teams, admittedly. Like, $10 p.m. on TBS. Fitting that that's the last game of the day. Give me Miami, I guess. I don't even know. Like, the SEC was terrible. The ACC wasn't great, but it's not the... What's the last game of the day? Houston versus the... Oh, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't want to watch that game either. And a game that I also don't want to watch, Purdue and Queens. I want to pick Queens because it'd be hilarious. I can't pick Queens. Moving down to the Midwest, Michigan and Howard. I don't want to pick Michigan, but I can't against Howard. So give me the Wolverines there. 8-9 matchup, Georgia and St. Louis. Fuck it. This is a fuck it, give me St. Louis game. Because the SEC is not very good. Number 5, Texas Tech and Akron. 5-12 matchup. I already have Wisconsin as a potential 5-12 upset, and I picked Wisconsin to lose against High Point. Yeah, High Point. Whatever the fuck a High Point is. I want to see Akron win this game. I think they could. I don't think it's likely. I don't think enough to pick them. This is one of those games I would be very happy if I'm wrong. Texas Tech is just too inconsistent, but they on paper should be better. Alabama and Hofstra. Picking Bama's a bad call. I can't not pick Bama, though. Moving on, Tennessee and what should be... We'll check before I say anything. Not 11-point game with 2:20 to go. Keep an eye on that. Right now, looking like it will be Miami of Ohio. I want Miami of Ohio or SMU to be the play-in. Be the team that wins. I just think it's too difficult. Boopy Miller. Why is a man named Boopy on my screen right now? And that was just an ugly free throw from Mr. Boopy Miller of SMU. I just think that whoever wins this SMU Miami of Ohio game is, oh hey Boopy, making it a game. 7 points is just gonna be in a spot where they're not gonna be able to beat Tennessee. Virginia at Wright State. Yeah, Virginia's the easy one here. The 3-14. Kentucky and Santa Clara. I did not realize made the tournament because I missed that. Hear you out, Santa. I can see it. I could see it. Kentucky was very iffy throughout the entire year. They were hit or miss. Kentucky, not a great shooting team at 46%. Even worse, neither of these teams are great shooting. Honestly, just looking at it stat-wise, that is true. Give me Santa Clara. Why not? Why not? And then Iowa State at Tennessee State. Iowa State's just the easy one. And then moving over to the South. Florida just had a bad game against Vanderbilt. They are going to beat Prairie View A&M. Clemson at Iowa. Give me Clemson. Clemson sucks. Iowa sucks. This game is going to suck. What time is this game going to be on so I know when to avoid it? This might be the worst game of the entire tournament. Clemson, Iowa might be the worst game of the entire tournament. Like, honestly. Well, it looks like it's on Friday. $6:50 p.m. on Friday. Dante DiVincenzo's been popping up. I don't think Clemson knows ball. I just think Iowa knows less ball. Vanderbilt at McNeese State. Why are you putting Vanderbilt in things where Why is Vanderbilt all of a sudden good at things other than baseball? I hate picking Vanderbilt. You go back to when Jordan and I did the podcast. I hated picking Vanderbilt if he put Vanderbilt in things. I hate picking Vanderbilt on my picks. Why is Vanderbilt in situations where I have to pick between them and somebody else? Why? The McNeese manager. I can't pick Vandy. I can't pick McNeese in this one. Give me Vanderbilt. I don't want to, but give me Vanderbilt. I hope I'm wrong. And I'm hoping we are entering an era where I'm hoping we're ending the Vanderbilt good era. I'm tired of this. I don't want to have to keep picking Vanderbilt and things. Please make it stop. Please. Make it stop. Nebraska and this game's gonna blow too. Give me Nebraska. I'd never pick Troy in anything. Once upon a time, Nebraska was like good. Then they got into Big Ten play, and then they weren't good. Yeah, I went over and checked the game. I'm now having to pop. I have no fans. Yeah. North Carolina and VCU in a 6-11. Do I have a 6-11 upset? No. No, because... Oh, I have one. This could be another one, by the way. North Carolina is... Again, I mean... I've said it a lot about a lot of these teams that are just so streaky, have been so streaky this year. Like, North Carolina's had some good wins. They beat Duke once this year. But then they've had some not so good wins. Or losses, I should say. Some not so good not wins. Just looking. Okay. Okay. That's a start. Screw it. Give me VCU. Illinois plays Penn. Usually these Ivy League teams are kind of goofy. Penn, not so much. Penn's kind of booty. I'd love to see Penn pull this off. They're not going to. Give me Illinois. St. Mary's, California, and Texas A&M. Not picking Texas A&M. Nope. Then Houston and Idaho, this game's gonna blow. I believe they have, and like I just think this year's the year it's not gonna happen. Then we're gonna make our way back up to the East. Number one Duke for the second round, the round of 32. Duke's gonna move on past Ohio State, ending Bruce Thornton's career. This Duke team's just so good. I could see Ohio State, if they do make it past TCU, maybe they could do something, but I just don't think so. Give me Duke here. St. John's in Kansas. It's gonna be St. John's. It's always St. John's. Kansas. This is where Kansas does lose because, again, like I said in the first round games, how much is Peterson gonna want to play? If he plays 30 plus minutes, they're fine. If he doesn't, they're not fine. Ooh, SMU's making it close. 86-79. Right. Michigan State will beat South Florida. I think South Florida's going to come up with a big win against Louisville and then just kind of fall flat in the second round. And then UConn, same thing with UCF. UCF's just gonna fall short. Just for easiness, we're gonna roll right down the to the south here. Florida beats Clemson. Clemson, not very good. Not gonna be good enough to beat a good Florida team. It's only lost one game since beginning of February. Not important. Big Ten officiate or lack of Big Ten officiating is going to shoot Nebraska in the foot. Vanderbilt moves on, setting up a rematch in the Sweet 16. Illinois might be one of the two teams, one of maybe three teams that goes potentially far. They will beat VCU, moving on to the Sweet 16, and then I think Houston, as good as they are, they will beat St. Mary's moving on. I will just move up. Iowa State will beat Santa Clara. Easy. Move over here. Second to check this game. Virginia will beat Tennessee, setting up a 2-3 matchup in the Sweet 16 in the Midwest. Texas Tech will move on to beat Alabama. They will play Michigan, setting up a very interesting matchup in the Sweet 16 for the Midwest. Purdue will beat Miami. BYU will beat Gonzaga. I just have a feeling about this. Just have a feeling. And some of it, as I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on this Miami of Ohio and SMU game. Some of it just comes down to Gonzaga still plays in the West Coast Conference, and they've struggled this year. I mean, this is a down year with 4 losses, 3 losses for them, including 1 to St. Mary's, 1 to Michigan. I just think they play too many easy teams, and something is just bound to happen too. Arkansas will beat High Point. Arizona beats Utah. We'll stay here in the West just to make this easy for us. Your Sweet 16, Arizona, I think, is just one of the best teams in the tournament, if not the best. They move on to the Elite 8. BYU will beat Purdue. This is where I see Purdue falling short. They had an easy run until the Sweet 16. I think Purdue, no matter what, whether it is BYU or Gonzaga. Yeah, Auburn was a giant pile of dog shit. Is the game officially over? It is. I think no matter who this is, whether if I'm right or if I'm wrong, Purdue loses this game. Because eventually the lack of Big Ten officiating catches up to these Big Ten teams. Right? And this is where, yeah, Braden Smith can't do it all. This is where I have issues. I think Michigan can make it to the Elite 8. I think because of the teams that they have to play, whether it be Georgia or St. Louis, I think it's going to be St. Louis. and then Texas Tech or Alabama or Akron or Hofstra. They have, because Texas Tech is just, again, too inconsistent. I think Michigan is good enough unless they have just absolute shit bomb games from their stars, from Yaxel, Lindenberg, and Mara, and if they just lay eggs, then yeah, they're going to lose to Texas Tech. I think they get through Texas Tech. After that, because I have Iowa State, who I think is the one of the best teams in the tournament, I don't know. Houston, we have liftoff. Houston's going to roll in. Florida's going to get revenge. The biggest thing with Michigan, it's just if their big men don't show up, then they're going to have issues. Or they could just get bit by the difference in Big Ten officiating and difference in Big Ten officiating and non-Big Ten officiating. Houston's going to get through Illinois. Illinois is another team where they got to where they did because of Big Ten officiating, and it's just so... It allows a brand of basketball that is so different, and I think they're not going to be able to keep up with Houston. And this is someone, like, I love Big Ten basketball. I watch a lot of Big Ten basketball, but it's not at all... It's officiated entirely different from how we see in the tournament. Michigan State and UConn. I have UConn moving on here. I just don't think this is the Michigan State year. I just don't think this is their year. Next year, I think next year, 2 years from now, they could be a dangerous team. Dirtiest player in the world. Dude, it's crazy that I'm starting to see Michigan fans on Twitter that are jumping on the Mara dirty player thing. It's like it's the same thing. Like I know a bunch of Michigan State fans that are jumping. You hear it so much on Twitter or on social media that, oh, Jeremy Fears is the dirtiest player in the country, or oh, Mara's the dirtiest player in the country. Now something like both sides, I think, are kind of jumping on their own player, and it's like, not really. I don't think either are really that dirty. I think Michigan State could be very good next year. I think just the way the bracket worked out for them, I don't think it works. See you, St. John's. I wish I could keep you here. Duke is scary. Boozer. Cam Boozer. Or Caden, whichever. Cam. It's Cam Boozer. He's scary, man. He's a scary, scary man. He's good. Duke is going to win that matchup. Go to the Final Four. Houston beats Florida to go to the Final Four. Iowa State beats Michigan. I think Michigan just runs into a better team. A combination of Big Ten officiating and just a better team in Iowa State. What I want to know on the kicking in the testicles part This is the first time in like years that we have had a player in college basketball that liked to kick people in the dick that wasn't on Duke. Normally, the dick kickers are on Duke. So what happened? That why don't we have somebody on Duke that likes to go kick people in the balls? What happened? I think Iowa State's just a better team, and then Big Ten refs are just kind of run into Michigan, and they fall short in the Elite Eight. Arizona's scary good. Final Four matchup. Finally, I don't have to scroll anywhere. This is easy. Duke beats Houston. Duke's just too... This Duke team, we speak of Duke, is probably just... How do I want to say this? Right, yeah. I don't really think Mara's that. I mean, Mara gets away with some stuff just because he's 7 foot tall and he's a Big Ten player. The Big Ten loves their 7 foot tall guys. He gets away with the same shit Zach Edey did, or the same stuff that Cockburn did, Kofi Cockburn did. I mean, yeah, Edey arguably got away with more than Mara. It's just those guys who are 7 feet tall. The Big Ten loves them and will let them get away with just about murder. Coburn got away with murder. Edey got away with murder for 3 years, and Mara's getting away with it now. And it's just, unfortunately, it's what Big Ten basketball is. Iowa State gets revenge on Arizona State for the Big 12 tournament loss. Plays Duke. Same. Even though, like, Kofi Cockburn was so bad. In the NCAA tournament, the 2 years he was there. So bad. I'm just glad we don't have to see him or hear him. And then the national title game. Duke, Iowa State. I want to pick Iowa State. They've been fun to watch this year. They've given us some really good games. But this Duke team, this Duke team, in a way, almost reminds me of like those UConn Kemba Walker team where Kemba was just so fucking good, or Syracuse with Carmelo Anthony where Carmelo was just so good that they had a guy who was just able to will them all the way to win. And I think Duke with Cameron Boozer is that team where he is just so fucking good. It's hard for me to pick anybody else. Pick Duke to beat Michigan. That's fair. Like, I have Michigan losing in the Elite Eight. But oh, I hate Duke. I fucking hate Duke basketball. hate them. I think they're just so fucking good. Mm. $159 I don't know. I fucking hate. I hate combined final score. Gonna throw like 159 in there. Save picks. And I don't really care for playing for prizes anyway. Women's bracket. No, I don't know enough about women's basketball. But that is the bracket for 2026. Watch it be dead by about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.